In a bid to attract foreign direct investments into the country, the government adopted a policy of giving investors leases on government land through the Uganda Investment Authority. According to the Minister of Lands, Gov't, this policy has been abused by some prospective investors who have sold government land or mortgaged it to third parties without permission from government.
An investor would get land and mortgage it right away, or even sell it.
This state of affairs has forced government to issue tough conditions to investors who want to acquire government land.
They must now have documentary evidence of financial capacity to fully use the land that they apply for. Something like a bank guarantee. We shall also require an investor to show evidence of their track record.
Kamya cited investors who were earlier allocated land but instead opted to change its land use from the intended objectives, and others who failed to execute their investment plans.
I am talking about cases like the Naguru land, where government cancelled the contract with a fake prime and re-entered the land. I'm talking about cases like Sango Bay, where government cancelled or will not be renewing the lease.
Other conditions include an investor will not be allowed to change land use or mortgage the land without consent and express permission from the responsible Minister of Lands and with the approval of Cabinet. An investor shall not be allowed to transfer, sublease or subdivide the allocated land. In order to mortgage developments on the land, a foreign investor should have invested at least 60% of the investment capital value. A foreign investor shall only be allocated leasehold and not any other tenure of land holding. However, the conditions for local investors to get mortgage on land have been relaxed.
Where foreign investors will be required to have invested at least 60% of the investment capital value, local investors will be required to have invested at least 30%.
However, Nicholas Ogwara of Action Aid, a member of the Uganda Land Rights Alliance, says government officials are accomplices in some of the land giveaways to prospective investors for their personal gain.
There has been impunity, there have been collusion between the investors and people in high position in government, colluding, and nothing is done when people in high positions work as agents.
Ogwara also questions why government has set these conditions, yet has failed to clear the report of the Commission of Inquiry into Land Matters, led by Justice Catherine Bamgemerere.
A number of issues that has been handed over to government includes the investments gone wrong, allocation gone wrong to investors. And all this, if we have not yet come out clear with that report, we think that the cabinet should actually withdraw these. These conditions will only come clean when strategies of government to fight corruption in the land sector and investment sector are all addressed.
Jingo Francis, NTV.